The woman with the two crowns. When little Raymond was 10 years old, he was somewhat naughty. His mother said to him, Raymond, what's going to happen to you? Shortly after this little boy had a vision. It was a beautiful, majestic woman that came to him and presented to him two crowns. One crown was white, another crown was red. She said, "Which one of these do you want?" With great enthusiasm, the little boy said, "Give me both." Those two crowns were very symbolic. One crown, the white crown, was symbolic of a life of purity. And the red crown was symbolic of the way that he would die, a martyrdom. The name of this boy, whose name was Raymond, would eventually become a conventual Franciscan priest, then become one of the greatest modern saints. He was canonized in 1982, in October, by Saint Pope John Paul II. The name of the saint is Saint Maximilian Kolbe, who in the early 40s, during the time of Hitler, he was arrested. He was placed in one concentration camp and then placed in another. And the last concentration camp that he was placed in was called Auschwitz. And Kolbe, what he did was he offered his life for another prisoner who was going to be put to death by starvation. Kolbe offered his life, and he, with the other 9, died a slow death of starvation. And while they were dying, he confessed them, he prayed with them, he sang with them, he prayed the rosary with them. He encouraged them to think of the Immaculata, who we love so very much, to think and pray to the Immaculata, who was, of course, the Blessed Virgin Mary. Even though he was weak for many years, having contracted tuberculosis when he was small, having the partial use of one lung, he outlived all of them. Until finally, the German Gestapo injected into him lethal carbolic acid, and he died. And they burned his body and threw his remains in a nearby river. This is the great Saint Maximilian Kolbe, whose feast day we celebrate the day that he died, which was August 14th, and the day afterward we celebrate the Assumption of the Blessed Virgin Mary into heaven. Saint Maximilian Kolbe, pray for us.